I wanted to share with you a couple of LSAT test day loopholes that you can use to bring items that normally might not be permitted or not seem to be permitted, but actually probably are. LSAT's test day rules, their FAQ, their list of permitted items, it doesn't cover a couple of really important things. It doesn't cover coffee, or cigarettes, or gum, or nicotine gum in particular. So I emailed LSAC to ask about these specific items, and I was surprised to find out that they told me that you can bring them as long as they're in your plastic gallon-sized Ziploc bag. They even told me that you could bring coffee as long as it was in that 20-ounce plastic container, I think a bottle or something like that. Now, I don't actually think that you need to transfer your coffee into that plastic 20-ounce container, but you could try it out. You could bring a plastic container and a coffee cup separately, and then if they tell you to transfer it, then you transfer it. That wouldn't be the end of the world. It would be totally fine. The worst that happens is, of course, that you have to toss your coffee. So I'd recommend, if you can, probably drinking coffee before you enter, if you normally drink coffee and want to. But if you don't want to for some reason, if you want to have coffee later, then you could have it ready to go into the plastic water bottle if necessary. You could also consider using caffeine pills as an alternative. They're small. They'd fall within the category of medical or hygiene products most likely, and you'd be able to get away with it. Also, who knows what those pills are? They could be medication of some kind that you need, so proctors probably aren't going to ask too many questions about that. For gum, LSAC said specifically that if it bothers other test takers, then it might not be okay, but I'm guessing that as long as you're not too loud or obnoxious about it, you'll probably be fine. And that brings us into nicotine gum, which would be a great way to get your nicotine fix if you need that or want that, but are not able to smoke during the exam, of course. Now, with smoking, you'll probably be allowed to smoke during the break if you ask nicely, but I wouldn't guarantee it, which is why nicotine gum or a nicotine patch could be good alternatives. LSAC did confirm for me that a nicotine patch would be okay. I'm not a smoker. I don't have this need myself. I'm just asking for you guys. And if you want confirmation yourself, I'd recommend emailing LSAC directly so that you have a copy of their email. And then you could even print it out and bring it with you to show the proctors to avoid any potential disputes or altercations over whether you can have these items and whether you can bring them into the test center or not. So those are a couple of loopholes for getting coffee and cigarettes into the test center and having them with you during the test or at least during the break. All the best to you on the LSAT whenever you're taking it, and feel free to reach out if you need anything at all. Take care.